Hey there, I'm Brandon, and this is the Dirt Church Devotional. It has been a while since I did one of these. If you missed it, sorry. If you didn't notice, oh well, now you know. Anyway, this last week we celebrated Easter, and I hope you had a fantastic Easter. I hope it was blessed and fulfilling. I thought today I would share one of my favorite one-liners from the Easter season. This is taken from John chapter 18, and it's specifically in verse 8. John chapter 18, Jesus is in the garden. He's been praying. His disciples have been sleeping. He wakes them up as Judas is approaching with a whole bunch of guards and soldiers and whatnot to arrest him. And I think this isn't part of the one-liner, but it sets up the story. One of my favorite parts of the story, really. Jesus heads towards the crowd, and they come to him, and he says, hey, who are you looking for? And they said, Jesus of Nazareth. And he says, well, I'm he. And when he says that, they all fall down. Just boom. And just the power and the presence of God comes on them, and they just can't handle it, and they just boom. Besides that, saying I am is a Jehovistic revelation of who he really is. So anyway, they get up, dust themselves off, and I can imagine them looking at each other going, what in the world was that? And he asked him again, he says, so who are you looking for? Now, can you imagine? They got to be a little bit nervous, but they said it anyways, Jesus of Nazareth. And he says, well, I am he. Now, here comes the one-liner that I love. He says, if it's me you want, let these men go. How cool is that? Let these men go. Let these go, some translations say. And others say, let these others go, or let them go their way. The point is, Jesus looked at these men that were coming to arrest him, and he says, if you want me, let them go. This is about me. Let them go. And in the immediate context, Jesus was talking to those guards, those temple guards that were sent by the high priest to arrest him. That's the immediate, simple context. But you need to know this. This was a tip of the hat, if you will, to a time thousands of years before, a couple thousand years before, when Moses walked into Pharaoh's presence and said, in the name of God, let my people go. But it's not just that. That was cool, and we know how that turned out for Pharaoh. Pharaoh didn't want to let him go, and he ended up letting him go. He ended up running him out. But that's not the end all of it, and that's not the best part of it. And the immediate context isn't the best part of it. Why this is my favorite, one of my very favorite one-liners is this. I believe at that moment, Jesus was looking past those guards, and he was looking into Satan's face, and he said, if it's about me, you let these go. And not just these that were standing behind him, you let these men go. Satan, this is about me and you. You want me? You got it. I believe in that moment, Satan started shaking in his boots. Oh, he thought he had it. He thought he had a great plan. But Jesus was saying, you know what? I'm about to unleash a can of whoop up on you that you have never seen before. And this is about me and you. You let these people go. Here's the point. Jesus paid the price. He went of his own accord. You saw that he had the power to make them fall down with the word of his mouth. But he went of his own accord and died a sacrificial death for you and me, and for me. But not just for those of us that believe, for everybody who would believe, that everybody's got the opportunity. You need to know this. When Jesus said, let these go, he meant everyone. Satan doesn't have the power to hold anyone because Jesus paid the price. Now, if you are still bound by Satan, if you're being held by Satan, it's only because you're letting him hold you. You might have to let go of him so that he lets go of you. Your sons and daughters, your spouse, your friends, your coworkers, whoever is still bound by the enemy, it's because they haven't let go. Oh, we got this promise. If any comes to Christ, if any will believe, they'll be set free. Jesus warned the devil, if you want me, you got to let him go. And then he opened up that can of whoop up on him, paid the price, rose from the dead. And that is some good news. It's one of my favorite one-liners. Y'all have a great day. Chew on that for a bit. We'll talk to you next time. Oh, we need to plan a ride. Weather's starting to get nice. I know Jones Creek's going to open up in May. We got to get a ride going together. Stay tuned. We'll get something figured out. All right. Talk to you later.